Tower, Delta 961 airborne, runway heading 3000. Delta 961, 124, this is 1. 33144, Delta 961. Correct 760, left Romeo 2, Romeo 3, Juliet, hold your Papa. Left Romeo 2, Romeo 3, Juliet, hold your Papa, correct 760. Cebu 817, Harbor 1 departure 3000, A31, cleared for takeoff. Harbor 1 departure 3000, China 180, runway heading 7000 and 0, cleared for takeoff. Runway heading 7000, runway heading 0, for takeoff, there's no 10. Tower, good morning, 2635, holding short Charlie. 2635, tower right, Charlie, cross 731, Hotel 2. Right, Charlie, cross 31, Hotel 2, 7635. Correct 760, hold short Papa, traffic will depart on V3. Hold short Papa, correct 760.
760, request for intercity Mappy Light.
Roger, increasing now. Copy at max now.
Thank you.
Cebu 2260, wind count, 906 Correct 8601, Golf 3, line up runway 31. Golf 3, line up runway 31, correct 8601. Cebu 817. Cebu 817, 124, this is 14. 244, Cebu 817. Cebu 561 tower, hold short on 0.
Hello. Hello, hello. There we go.
Correct 8601, number 1 departure 3003.
Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to Manila Flights. It's Sunday, May 18, 6:30 in the morning here at Ninoy Aquino International Airport, where we have it's a sunny day, clear sky so far this morning. Maybe it'll get cloudy later. A bit of a haze over the east. Can't we see the Rizal Mountains? Let's take a look over here.
760 right, Papa, cross 90, hold short Golf.
Yeah, a bit hazy. Hopefully it'll clear up. We have runway 06 and 13. No, 31. 31 available for us this morning, this Sunday morning.
Tower 205, good morning, holding for Papa 5.
Temperature is 29 degrees, wind, no wind here in Pasay, 0 knots. Yeah, let's take a look, let's see what's going on at the terminals. Sander, yo, Cherry, hi Cherry, always here, always faithful. Thanks for joining in. Brian, kumusta na pare? Buti naman. Hope you had a nice long weekend last weekend. Hindi ako nakapag-stream. Just was completely out of it. Celebrated my wife's birthday, 40, and yeah, struggle is real at this age when it comes to drinking. Hope you guys voted and are happy with the results either way. RPLL spotter, flight PR2922 from Legazpi is going to arrive at 10:40. Okay, keep hooping from Sydney or Melbourne? Sydney, thanks for joining. Okay man dito pare. Belated thanks. I'll pass it on to her. We only turned 40 once, so we made it quite a big event. Sydney, that's right, Sydney. Okay, I see a lot of interesting aircraft sa Lufthansa Technic. Balikan natin. In the meantime, let's check out ano meron sa mga terminals. Kape muna ako. Okay. What do we got? Terminal 1. Got all the PAL international aircraft, international flights. Andito pa rin, nakaparada. Hindi pa lumalabas. Siguro mamaya pa. And then, is this? No, it's not a NEO. A321. I wonder if this is the Love Bus. No, it's not. Oman Air. Oman Air over there. A321. Okay, so it's all Philippine Airlines aircraft over Terminal 1. Let's head over. This one's getting towed to Terminal 1 as well. Terminal 2, domestic flights for Air Asia. And PAL. Got Air Asia aircraft. Philippine Airlines aircraft. Yeah, I think when I woke up this morning about 5, all the PALs were being pushed back and headed to the runway, so I think they already took off now, headed to the provinces. First wave, or the first flight, and provincial flights. Say good morning to Tower Control over at Manila ATC, the men and women, keeping the skies safe here in Metro Manila. Natin makikitang takeoff sa runway 13. Those of you joining from Australia, New Zealand, this is our friend Keep Hoopin'. I think it's already like almost lunchtime over there, so thanks for joining. Those in East Coast, good evening. U.S., Canada, and the West Coast, it's just 3 in the afternoon, so good afternoon. I hope you guys are, thanks for joining. So Terminal 2, let's head on to Terminal 3. We got Emirates 777. I think that's United, also 777. And what is this guy over here? Probably an Etihad. Dreamliner, I think. Or no, I don't know. We'll see. I'll see later. Or ANA. Emirates, Cebu Pac, Singapore Airlines. I think that's a Dreamliner. Another Cebu Pac. Cebu Pacs. Emirates landed? Yeah, Emirates landed. It's already at Terminal 3. We have a Jetstar, a Silver Bullet, and we have another takeoff here at runway 13. We're going to San Jose. And there we go. Not runway 13, 31. Sorry, 3131. Okay, that's taking off. Let's take a look over here. We got some Neos, 330 Neos parked. And then we have 2 Korean Air 380s here at Lufthansa Technic. Look at that. Not 1, but 2. And then we have an ANA Dreamliner. Dreamliner. Yeah. ANA Dreamliner. We got an Emirates 380 inside the hangar, one of the hangars. Then a bunch of Philippine Airlines here parked outside. As well. I think that's the tail of a 130. Okay, I noticed this past week and a half, umuulan na. So I don't know, ito ba yung umpisa ng habagat and change of wind? If so, that means it will be runway 24 that will be available. The Havilland just landed. Parang buksan yung flight radar. Okay, we have this pod headed to runway 06.
Airfield 293
Good morning, Miss Forever Young. Watching from Montreal, Canada, East Coast. So it is, good evening over there. Thanks for joining. Okay, so we have a poll also going. What's the first thing you do after takeoff? Do you pop in the headphones and just zone out? You check in the in-flight menu and snacks, start watching a movie or a TV series, or just stare out the window and daydream? Okay. We have 7 votes in. Don't forget to cast your vote, and then I'll check in. I'll circle back when we've hit 25 votes. What else? Yikes. Let's catch this. 330. Nice early rotate. 330 Neo Cebu Pac on its way to my guess would be either Jensan or Davao. Let's take a look. Let's open flight radar. And this one's going to Cebu. Okay. Close. And now we have Philippine Airlines from Hanoi about to touch down. Nice short landing for international flight. Hanoi, North Vietnam. Exiting Romeo 1, I guess. Romeo 2. And then we have the Cebu Pac headed to 06, going to Zamboanga. And Air Asia taking off at runway 31.
320 Harbor 1, departure 3,000. Departure 3,000.
Hello, Yin. Thanks for joining. Okay, so with that takeoff, very steep rocket takeoff, steep angle there. And let's watch this. Going to Puerto Princesa. Nice, smooth landing there. Smooth landing, smooth takeoff. And just nice, slow rate of ascent there. Very chilled compared to when you take off at runway 31. I think they really request the pilots to climb quickly. Or maybe they really pull on the sticks because it's a short runway. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm only really speculating here. Or maybe it's just because of the angle. It seems that it's very steep. But it's actually maybe just a gradual climb. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a pilot here explain these things to us. Pure gold livery pushing back from runway from Terminal 2. Going to Caticlan. Caticlan, the airport destination. If you're going to Boracay.
Philippine 119 tower. Continue approach on 06 number 2. Additional traffic Airbus 321.
Guys, if it's your first time at Manila Flights, feel free to join the conversation. You got the chat there. And feel free to talk about anything aviation. A lot of people there are very familiar with the aircraft and flights and airports here in the Philippines. If you have any questions, feel free. Yeah, United. I think United takes off on 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock in the morning. Why not? We have here Sunlight ATR getting pushed back. Sunlight, di ba ano sila sa may Terminal 2? I'm really confused sa yung terminal nila. This one, ito yung De Havilland, nakapila, hindi pa pumaparada. Hindi pa yun? Or nakaparada ba to? This mukhang hindi. Pero yung bombardier kanina galing Batanes, Basco. Now, if you want an exciting flight to Batanes, yung habagat, masaya. That's all I could say. Putting it lightly, masaya.
Philippine 890, runway 7,000,
Tower, good morning. Philippine 18047, silent. Number 2, Philippine 180, good morning.
Yeah, this one going to Taipei. PAL A890.
NH1011.
And we have a PAL 777 from Toronto about to touch down. Let's check this out. 777 Heavy. Yeah, it was a long flight all the way from Canada. Forever young, probably a flight you'd catch kung babalik ka dito. Hop from Montreal to Toronto or even Vancouver, right? And then you have these PAL flights to Manila.
Philippine 119er, Bakita runway, Romeo 1 left charge. Romeo 1 left charge. 1.
Pure Gold probably headed to runway 31. Okay, what do we have? We have domestic flights on final approach and glide slope from Davao, Bacolod, Iloilo, all Visayas provinces. And then we have a Cebu pack. Just waiting in line at runway 06. We have this ATR. We have a couple ATRs headed to runway 06. There's this one, Sunlight. And earlier I noticed Cebu pack headed to runway 06. Let's see, do we have any aircraft with nice, interesting liveries? I see a lot of domestic flights inbound now from the Visayas area. Pwede rin from sa LA, San Francisco. Yun din. Yes, that is true. That is true. So basically any PAL flight pwede naman. Actually, kahit nga JFK, which is closer to Montreal. There was a Korean cargo that took off this morning, 747 freight variant. Manila flying to Singapore. Kaninang umaga, I missed it. Air Canada, meron na. Air Canada is already flying south from Vancouver, if I'm not mistaken, direct to Manila.
Cebu 851, maintain runway heading, climb 7,000, runway 06, clear for takeoff.
Take off.
Philippine
There we
119,
go.
runway 31, will start off close to Philippine 1804, left turn, will start off close to takeoff.
Starting full short copy, takeoff, Philippine 1804.
Good morning, 2140, Untitled Chapter 2140, tower, good morning, Aquino, approach, runway 06, number 2, wind calm. Crossing approach, service, number 2, 2140. Philippine 1804.
Yeah, we have two Korean A380s over at Lufthansa Technic and ANA. Dreamliner and Etihad A380. But yeah, I think for every young you meant Air Canada from Montreal. Yeah, tama, wala pa. Vancouver, I think there's a bigger Filipino community in Vancouver. I guess kaya doon inuna. Jeremiah, good morning. Well, for you it would be good afternoon. Thanks for joining. Over in North California. We're going January. We're flying United Airlines. Nice. Yeah. January during Amihan season, my favorite time of the year here in the Philippines.
Cebu 373, Harbour 1, departure, climb 3,000, runway 31, cleared for takeoff. Harbour 1, runway 31, for takeoff, Cebu 373.
We have Jay Villegas. Good morning from Hong Kong.
Blue J605.
A lot of kabayans watching, nami-miss nyo, ano ganap dito sa Pilipinas or Lafayette, or at least kung ano ganap dito sa Manila International Airport. It's a nice sunny day here, 7 a.m. Sunday morning. So far, clear skies, medyo clear sky. Bit of clouds. Hopefully it'll stay this way. Although the past early this week, lakas ng ulan sa gabi. I was watching flight radar, and ang daming go-arounds, ang daming, or not even go-arounds, missed approaches. Kasi I guess lakas ng ulan, the visibility was very, very poor, and they just couldn't land, couldn't continue the approach. And I saw like 4 flights had to be diverted to Clark. So that was an interesting night. But of course, needless to say, they were using runway 24. And yeah, part of me was wishing I was here streaming and capturing that. Although, malamang wala akong makikita kung hindi ulan lang.
373 departure 124.
I think that was Monday night or Tuesday night. If you go to that Discord, sa Discord kayo, I actually posted some screenshots on Flight Radar. Yeah, so we have a Discord channel. You could find it if you go to the details of my channel of Manila Flights. The Discord link is there, so you guys can join.
DJ 6055, count of departure 1244. Departure 1244, delay 6055. Solid 853, Roger, hold short of front.
Seven 777 is being right towards the gate, and we have this flight from Iloilo.
Solid 853 behind the Philippine Airbus 320 and short line of 06 line of the air.
Guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It will really help the channel. And the notification bell so that you'll get notified next time I'll be streaming, so you don't miss anything. I see here another Cebu Pac Neo headed to runway 06. And I see, Scoot. So Scoot Dreamliner pushing back. Yun yung katabi ng United.
Airfield 2140, makita runway Romeo 2, taxi Romeo 3, Charlie, Gold 4. Romeo 2, runway 3, Charlie, 4, 014.
And I see also DHL 330 freight variant.
Satellite 853, maintain runway heading, climb 7000, runway 06, cleared for takeoff. Heading 7000, cleared for takeoff, runway 06, runway 853. Till 2140, left Charlie for Golf 4, ramp 1288 clear. Left Charlie for Golf 4, 1288 clear, 2140.
And our goal to hit 100 likes. Hopefully we'll reach that. By the end of the stream, I'll be here for maybe at least till 11 in the morning, because that gets really hot at hindi na kaya ng laptop ko.
Right Charlie, cross 314, holding point, 506. Philippine 1 is 42, wind 110 degrees at 6 knots, runway 06, clear to land.
Ay, mukhang nag-clear dyan sa may Makati Skyline. Yung lamppost nakaharang talaga. Okay. And then over there, Rizal Mountains, hindi pa masyado kita. Still got the haze over there. And here's the 330. On its way to runway 06. Epic. Watching from Newark. Speaking of 77, you actually... The inbound flight from there with Aquino. Right. The United Coast actually leaves New York 6 a.m. 8 p.m. Eastern to Manila. What? Singapore 918 flies. Okay. New York, Singapore, United 777 actually leaves New York. No, but United flies to SFO. I don't think there's a Newark Manila flight with United. Is there? Wes, watching from Milan. Buongiorno. Thanks for joining. Madaling araw dyan. It's like early morning. But thanks for joining, or middle of the night. But you know, when you're an aviation enthusiast, you just want to watch anytime. And thanks, Epic, for subscribing to the channel. 1 a.m. sir, buongiorno din. Well, thanks for joining. Welcome to Manila Flights. Kahit nandiyan ka sa Milan, parang nandito ka na sa Pilipinas. So we have the Cebu pack taking off. Saan papunta yan? Dipolog. Mga kabayan, so you could maybe catch some of your local flights, domestic flights. Over here, I see the Silver Bullet. Nag-push back na si Jetstar. Headed to runway 06. Then we have this 330. I think they're gonna dadalhin siya sa Terminal 3. To be loaded and boarded for a flight. Sana si Pure Gold. Pure Gold. Ayan na, headed to runway 31.
Cebu 650, wind 100 degree 6 knots, runway 06, data land.
Okay, let's head back to Terminal 1, runway 06.
Cebu 703, departure 104.
Jeremiah, it's just for imagination. Those lampposts look like an air defense. Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? Why not, Choknat? Yeah, we have dito. About to touch down. A flight from Tacloban, Leyte, Cebu Pac. It was an early morning flight. Took off an hour ago. 6 a.m.
Philippine 1842, hold short of boss rate echo, ramp 117.
So we have a Discord. If you guys want to continue the chat offline, kahit tapos na yung stream, meron tayong Discord. Everything about aviation, nandun. Nice community, wholesome community. Everything about aviation. So we have that flight from saan ba to? Tacloban, and we have the Manila Katiklan flight via Pure Gold taking off. Very nice. The first Katiklan flight I've seen this morning.
Forward 211, Harbor 1 departure, climb 3000, runway 31, cleared for takeoff.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Got it. You're talking about the aircraft actually originated from Newark. Got it. Nice, interesting. Huh? Yeah. And look at that steep climb. Again, you know, when aircraft, I don't know if, again, if it's the angle or because it's a short runway and they have to be aggressive on the takeoff. But look at that. Taking off from runway 31. Okay. This one, is this a CDO flight? Yes, Manila CDO. On A321 Neo. So kabayans, you know, watching. Very nice weather. It's what, May 18? I guess mag-uumpisa pa lang ang habagat season. So you would have nice, pleasant mornings. Yesterday, actually, it was sobrang init. It was hot and dry as compared to the beginning of the week where it was like really humid, mga 80-90% humidity. Like init pero lagkit. And I think it was Friday morning, Friday during the day, na mainit pero tuyo. Like the humidity during the day was around 50%. So it was very pleasant that you be, you know, even if you walk around, malaylakarin mo, di ka masyado papawisan. But yeah, you know, hopefully we'll have a, you know, it's clear skies sa ngayon. Sky is clearing a bit over at Rizal. Maybe eventually makita natin yung mga Rizal Mountains. But very nice Sunday morning here at Manila. It's 7:05 a.m. Let's catch the Cebu Manila flight of AirAsia touching down. Well, we have an AirAsia over here pushing back. Katiklan, Manila Katiklan flight is the second Katiklan flight that I'm catching this morning. And I spy with my little eye and I see a Scoot Dreamliner scooting its way to runway 06. It's on a mini-me Dreamliner, or what I call a sakto lang Dreamliner. It's a 787-8. Special, Romance Especial. Pwede? Wala. Anything special. The only thing I could think of was special is yung dalawang A380 na Korean Air. Nasa hangar ng Lufthansa Technic. I don't see any special liveries on its way, but kung meron ka makita sa flight radar, please do let me know para masaya. Let's check FR24. We have Manila Peking, nakapila, Manila Nagoya, Cebu Pac, Manila KL, Malaysian Airlines. Normally may yan, may magandang livery, pero today wala. And then the silver bullet going to Osaka Kicks. We got Manila Nagoya and what's this? Cebu Manila headed to Terminal 1. Balik tayo sa runway 06. We got an aircraft touching down. I mean, we have that Scoot, right? Dreamliner. We have a Singapore Airlines Dreamliner. I think it's a -9 or -10. And then we have an Oman Air here. That's the Oman Air. Also a Dreamliner. So if you're a Dreamliner enthusiast, then stay with us. Tune in. And then we'll see a bunch of Dreamliners take off mamaya. AirAsia on app. Bus and train spotting Philippines. What do you mean AirAsia on app? Okay, we have the Manila Beijing lining up and cleared for takeoff at runway 06. Guys, don't forget to vote the poll on what's the first thing you do after taking off. 87 votes to go, and we'll check in yung who's taking the lead on the pole.
Helicopter 8178, helicopter route, cross final approach, runway 06, via Aguinaldo, correction, via Pinakayan, 500 feet, report clear.
Epic. Yeah, I mean, are all those liveries arriving today? If they are, I'd be a happy camper. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, I wish, you know. I was able to catch, if you check my channel, I was able to catch Minion livery of Xiamen Airlines. That was very nice. And I owe one of our loyal viewers, his wife flew in from Tacloban to Manila, and she was told to shine the light. Fortunately, she was on the right side of the plane. Shine the light, and we were able to catch it. It was very nice. We had our first shine the light moment. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording, and so I had to download the video from YouTube, and you know, it came in a different format, and I had to convert it to the correct format, and there's a watermark. So I haven't posted pa, hindi pa ako nakagawa ng video ng unang shine the light moment for Manila flights, pero nakakatuwa that we have it. So anyone who's not familiar, shine the light basically means, you know, you turn on, you know, if you have a flashlight or use the flashlight of your cell phone and you flash it out in the window towards my location, which as you can see is in front of Terminal 2. So if you are landing on runway 06, you should be on the right side of the plane, just shine the light, right? So let's see here, maybe there's somebody at Scoot watching. So we look at the way, you know, the windows of the passenger windows, I mean, and maybe there's somebody flashing a light, whether it's on the aircraft or at the airport. Mukhang wala. Wala. And here, maybe here, somebody here. Voila. Oh, wow. Look at here, we have a special guest. Good morning in plain sight. Pumpus and Mark, is it? Thanks for joining, for gracing my humble stream here at Manila Flights. For those of you who, you know, for the loyal viewers, in plain sight, based off in Brisbane, they got a great show going on over there. So for our Australian viewers over at Sydney, Melbourne, check them out. Very fun, very exciting. And they got some very nice graphics over at their stream. Check them out. That's the one. G'day, mate. Yeah. Hi, guys. Hopefully I'll be reaching your levels. Have a sidekick over here to join me and help me out with the stream. But I do what I can on my setup here. Not quite. We're from Adelaide, not Brisbane. Sorry, Adelaide. I don't know why I said Brisbane. You're right, Adelaide, right next to Melbourne. Yes. Yeah, I wish, as you can see, well, welcome to Manila Flights, guys. As you can see, unlike you, I can't park my car right next to the runway. So our setup here is that there's like this commercial area right next to the main runway at Manila International Airport. Let me give you guys a quick tour of what we got here. So we have two intersecting runways, runway 0624, which is this one over here, left to right, and then we have the intersecting shorter runway, runway 1331, which makes this airport unique because then we only have one runway that can be used for takeoff and landing at any given time because they intersect as opposed to having parallel runways. And then we got 3 terminals over here. We got our first terminal. Terminal 1, international flights for Philippine Airlines and other international carriers. Terminal 2 here, this is for the domestic flights for Philippine Airlines and AirAsia. And then over there we have Terminal 3, international flights for international carriers, Cebu Pacific, which is our local low cost. And also domestic flights. They park somewhere over here. Sorry. Back there, you can't see it, for Cebu Pacific domestic flights. And what's also unique is that we have a Lufthansa Technic maintenance hangar here. So we got, you know, A380s getting serviced, checking under the hood, kicking the tires, making sure, getting its oil changed. And there we go, and welcome to Manila International Airport, guys. And that's the tour. Yeah, thanks. You know, I mean, sans the electric posts and electric wires and lamp posts, yeah, it's not a bad sight. But I'm still looking for something better. I see some other channels that just show that they don't stream. You know, they show takeoff and landing, and they got a much clearer view without, you know, electric wires in the middle of the shot. But I think it requires renting a room at an Airbnb nearby, so you get a higher view. Yeah, there's an ANA aircraft at LTP, that's right. We got 2 A380s. And what have we got here from Villamor Air Base is C-130. In plain sight, which livery? This one, the old one, or you're talking about the new one? You've already seen the new liveries? And you're saying it's thumbs up? I'm agnostic. I still haven't made a decision. I have yet to see it. If I see it firsthand, then I'll have a verdict. But I'm not I have to say, I'm not really against it either. And here we go. We got a China Southern. It was apparently blocked. Previously, I didn't see it, so we got a China Southern over there. We still have the Singapore Airlines, Emirates, and United Airlines somewhere over there. Right. Is it, you find it too, I don't know what, simplistic? There we go, nice smooth takeoff there. Very chilled. So this is runway 06. Easterly direction into the sunrise. There we go. By the way, were you guys able to sort out your laptop issue? Are you guys, you know, back live again? So that was runway 06. Let's see if I could catch a runway 31 takeoff. No. Nobody lined up there. Okay, back to flight radar. We have Bangkok, Manila touching down on 06. Master comp. I've seen yes planes and use a great area over. Yes, I know. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to triangulate where on earth is he sitting down and, you know, doing those amazing shots. I mean, I have an idea where He's doing it, and I think it's it's a residential area. That's probably doing Airbnb. So, actually, after this stream, I'm planning on going to some locations to do some ocular see. If those locations are available, if I could, rent it out for a night, for an afternoon, that'd be great. And give me a good spot. And since it's a residential area, maybe some good Wi-Fi also. I don't have to rely on my router. But so far, yeah, the router's doing well. The thing with those guys is with the S-Planes and Aero Wanderer and who else? Melbourne HD, is that they don't need a tripod, laptop, and worry about internet to live stream, right? All they just need to just record, and then edit it when they get home. So lucky for them. But I love their work. I love what they're doing. Check them out. Yes Planes, Bond Aviation, Aero Wanderer. They got very nice shots of planes taking off and landing here at Manila International Airport. And we have Malaysian 737, nice smooth pull back there, easy on the stick. Climb. Headed to KL and 737-8.
Cebu 932 revise, able make a right turn cross. Cebu 932, go 3, cross 31 left delta. Oh, cross 31 left delta. 1011. 272, wind 070 degrees, 7 and 7
Levi, Jessine, Air Nav, what's Cebu Pack? A330 took off, yes. Oh, that was the latest 330. That was delivered. Nice. Brand new. Probably still have the nylon on the seats. The nylon plastic. You want to buy a new car? You just don't want to remove the plastic nylon? Yeah, let's catch Philippine Airlines. Yes, Master Kump. I have been to this Shell observation deck. It's right next to where I'm at. Yeah, the thing is that the deck area is kind of small, and with my gear and tripod and equipment, I'll be like hogging maybe a third of the space, and I just don't want to do that. There are a lot of people who go there and just taking a break from a motorbike ride. I just want to catch a snack and watch some planes, and you have me hogging, third of the space. There it is, you see. Here we go. There's this shell, and there's this wall. Is the right wall of the observation deck, right, facing the runway of the airport. Have you looked at Spotter Guide? Yeah, 100% I checked out Spotter Guide. It's actually through Spotter Guide I heard about this Shell observation deck, and I'm at Caltex, right? So just further down the road, what is it? 200, 300 meters down, right? But Spotter's Guide, yes, I did check, and I will, but again, I don't know how it is for you guys in Adelaide, with the internet, that you could just get one of these prepaid routers and the net works wherever you are outdoors. Here, it's hit or miss. And I also got the heat factor, right? So if I'm going to be located without a roof over my head, I'll get cooked. Just putting it lightly. Really cooked. I mean, over here, I got a nice, cafe, virtual golf. I don't golf, but, and then I got this Eldon's Cafe over here. After my stream, get me a bite to eat, coffee. There's even KFC down below. But yeah, Spotter's Guide. Also, the areas that they put on Spotter's Guide are public areas, right? They're not private residential areas. And I think the good spots, the high spots, are in residential apartments near the airport, and give them a clear view of the glide slope, you know, from for at least when it's 2-4. All the way to touchdown on the runway, right? Yeah, internet is hit and miss where we are as well. Right. So there, yeah, I mean, you understand. The pains when it's come to live streaming. And I'm just using one camera, right? Eventually, it would be nice if I could put BDS behind the scenes camera, so I can create some content for the membership. I still have yet to create memberships. Just trying to figure out content for that. By the way, I don't know if you hear Mark Pomphis. You know, as part of the Manila Flights experience, you have to hear the motorcycles, the trucks, and the occasional roosters crowing in the background, because that's how it is here in Manila Flights. Even though this is an urban area, it still sounds like you're in the province. Mainly because we have this road here right underneath me, and it's a major road for motorcycles, as you can see. And they can get pretty loud. But enough of that. Let's check out this 330 touching down. 330 Neo from Melbourne. Look at that. From down under. After an 8-hour flight, touching down at Manila.
Blue J6045, departure 124 today.
We only run a single camera, but we have a webcam and cell phone as operator cams. Okay. Operator, what do you mean? What do you mean operator cam? I have to check that out. So yeah, so I get what you're saying. So you have one cam, and then I have this one, the MacBook. So that gives me back camera as well. Operator cam, that's interesting, right? I originally purchased the marketplace here as what do you call it? Not a stand, but something that I attach my iPad to the tripod. Because right now, I'm panning the camera at the same time holding my cell phone, watching flight radar, and sometimes it could be quite a hassle. And then playing in with the zoom. So I got me a remote for the zoom and something to attach my iPad onto the tripod, so that I have a free hand to grab my coffee. Operator cam, I mean on the hosts. Okay. So what, you put your cell phone, you put your mobile phones on a tripod, and that's facing the hosts, and then through OBS I can see that you can add it as a source. Okay, I'll play around with that. Thanks for that. I mean, I saw your setup, guys. It's amazing. I mean, off the trunk, I see you have a huge power station there, all the wires, mixers and everything. I am nowhere near that, man. I mean, I have some friends who are pilots, and I'd like to invite them, but I'm not quite sure how to get them on, because my mixer is just for a single headset and mic. So I still have to figure out how to attach another mic or incorporate another mic to my setup, so that I can have them, join in the conversation. Anyway, baby steps. We'll get there eventually. And also, yeah, as you can see, the overlay, very simplistic. I really love the setup you guys are doing. Hopefully, I'll be able to figure out on Streamlabs or somewhere how to do, adding alerts and lights and counters and everything. And make it very interactive for the viewers. Sorry, Gian Pepsia. 1 second, what is this? We have this guy. It's not messing around. Let's take off. Oof. A little aggressive there. This guy headed to Nagoya, Japan. Technica, yeah. I saw your emails. Thanks for responding. We only run operator, camera, host. Best audio move was Rodecaster and Audio Technica headsets. Yeah, so I got a Audio Technica headset, but for some reason, it's really good. The mic is really good, so good that it's capturing the background noise. I don't know if you guys hear the motorcycles, but I hear it, and I cannot hear the ATC in the background, but I know it's there, but I can't hear it. Rodecaster, yeah, that's on my next purchase list. 200, close to 240 USD on Amazon, so I'm saving up for that. Hopefully I'll get there with monetizing the channel. But yeah, appreciate you guys responding. Yeah, it's nice, to be chatting with fellow streamers anywhere in the world, and just sharing the same passion for aviation. Okay, let me just scroll back. I missed some of the chat here. Yes, planes. Yes, Levi. Thanks, Master Gope. Have you been to Shell? Yes, I have in plain sight. Spars guide. Yeah. Gian Reyes. Wait a second. Whoa. Look at this guy. Oh my gosh. And he thinks he's Maverick. A330 pulling back that early in the runway. This must be an empty aircraft for a cargo plane on its way to Cebu. Maybe that's where he's going to pick up his cargo. Oof. A little trigger happy there on the stick. Alfonso, good morning, Manila. Late afternoon here. And Alfonso, late afternoon, I gather you are in California. Thanks for joining.
Cebu 638.
Anyway, we can hear RPLL and ATC. Maybe chat can tell you if ATC. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks.
Good morning, and thank you November holding by Fox. 124 tower, good morning via Foxtrot 5 Alpha, Foxtrot 5 by the 831, Kuwait 124. And Hongkong 457, front of the park.
Yeah, another rocket launch. Seriously. GPM. Thank you. I don't know. Steady lang. Anyway, but thanks for that, JPM. I thank my parents. So we're 31 votes in on the poll. What is the first thing you do after takeoff? Mark Pomfos, I hope you also joined this poll. 31 votes, 26%. Let's start off with first place. First place, 45%. Just stare out the window and daydream. Second place at 26%. Pop in the headphones and zone out. Third place, 19%. Check the in-flight menus and snacks. And only 10%, surprising. 10% start watching a movie or a series. Really? Look at that. I'm very, very surprised. Yeah, I guess, it is fascinating just looking out the window, trying to identify, the cities, the islands, the villages, landmarks, as you're taking off, right? I get that. That's fair enough. Okay, over here we're at the intersection. I'll check in again once we hit 50 votes. By the way, if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, I know I sound like a broken record, but please do. It really, really helps the channel. This one here, also another early rotate. Manila Caticlan. Okay, this is the third flight going to Caticlan destination. That's the airport destination if you're flying to Boracay. In plain sight, guys, if you ever visit the Philippines, one of the must go to destinations here is Boracay Island, and that would be the flight that you'd be catching to get there. Once you arrive in Caticlan, it's just a 10-minute ride to the jetty, and then you catch a boat, which is another 15-minute ride to the actual island itself. And you can see here is the takeoff at runway 31. Very aggressive. I've been observing this morning during the stream how the takeoffs at runway 31 are very aggressive, or a steep angle of way to climb. Walang laman. Mukha nga, walang laman. Like really aggressive. Sayang hindi ko na-record. Here we go again. Okay, maybe I'll start recording. I'm just worried when I record that the laptop will heat up and then we're gonna get some lag again, but okay. Sige. That would have made good content. Yin, still there? We have someone here who volunteered to moderate. Let's see. Anonymous, thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. Thanks again. That's another $2 headed towards our goal of buying that mic, that shotgun mic. And I'll be able to give you not only sights, but the sounds of those engines spooling as they take off. We have this Scoot Mini-Me Dreamliner Dash 8 just gliding off the runway. I just love Dreamliners when they take off. They just literally just levitate, float off the runway. Like just so chilled. So chilled. ATC says, runway heading, climb 7,000. And Scoot said, no worries, dear. I'll get there. I'd like that. Thank you very much. As it heads east towards the Rosal Mountains, and we'll do a 180 turn. Probably turn right, 180 turn, heading maybe 270 to Singapore, SG. Okay, what do we have on flight radar? So this is the flight from Guam, Manila, headed to Terminal 1. And now we have Jag. Thank you for subscribing. As we have this plane touching down. Yeah. As you, more province, as you can see, my graphics just default stream element graphics. But eventually we'll get there. Cebu Manila flight touching down. Nice. Just pop in the earphones, right, and just drown out the humming of the engine, especially if you have noise canceling.
Full right 219er, departure 1244. Correct 219er.
Okay, I see here, air bridge pulled back already for the Oman Air, the tug attached, and we'll be pushing back shortly, and we'll have another Dreamliner. So we had that first Dreamliner take off via Scoot, and we have Singapore and we have Oman Air. But before that, Manila Taipei A330 Neo.
Cebu 312, maintain runway heading, climb 7000, runway 06, cleared for takeoff. Runway heading 7000, for takeoff, runway 06.
A little bit delayed. We're supposed to take off at 7:50. It's already 7:40. Okay.
Cebu 5640, via Golf, cross 31 left, Delta, hold short, Golf 1.
RP 3900. One of the original 330s, I guess, with that registration number. And as that one takes off, we have a domestic Davao Manila touching down shortly. Okay, 27 likes in.
Cebu 312, departure 1244, good day. 1244, Cebu 312, good day. Cebu 564, left on Delta, hold short of Golf 13, ramp 1135, good day. Cebu 204, Tower, approach, runway 06, number 2, wind 09,
NAIA Singapore Airlines transponder on. We'll probably be pushing back shortly. LA flight streaming right now. I'll stick around. Fonta, thanks very much. I can't compete with LA flights, I understand. He's got amazing views, especially when he's doing the runway view. Or the GFK. I don't know if you guys watched. I was watching him during Holy Week. When was that? April? Whoa. And he did a stream from JFK at the TWA Hotel. What a view he gave us, and what a show. It was fun. 12 hours, easy. Easy, I could do 12 hours if I had that location. Man. So we have the Oman Air Dreamliner here, -9, pushing back.
Cebu 8901, Tower, good morning, via Foxtrot 5 Alpha, Foxtrot 5, line up and wait, runway.
For the Dreamliner enthusiasts, this is Dreamliner number 2. We have an Air Asia that took off and is doing a flyover. Let's see it. There it is. That was a sharp turn. That was like a pinhead turn. I mean, if you check it out on flight radar, took off at runway 31, just did a 180. Not even more than a 180. Headed to Katiklan, also to Boracay.
Pin 1810, hold short crossing Echo, ramp 1217.
That flight from Iloilo. Oh, this one here? That's, I guess, the local, what we call caranderia, or a little, you know, if you're looking for street food, cafeteria, caters for the truck drivers, right? So, or truck drivers, or motorcycle riders, right? They just want to take a break, get a quick bite to eat. So they come over here and, you know, just have some local street food at affordable prices. You know, that's the setup. And it works. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm trying to think. Yeah. I mean, you would find them, you know, across major roads, and they just want to cater, you know, to that market. And then, you know, we have this big open lot. Cross fingers, they're not going to build anything. And if they are going to build something, hopefully one of which will be an observation deck. And we'll hopefully, and that will bring me around 75 meters closer to the runway. See this? I mean, they had some excavators here. So we still have this plot of land. Really, I hope you know, nothing will be built anytime soon.
Airport 5040, line of runway 0.
Okay, let's watch. By the way, in Adelaide, do you guys have paddle boys? You know? Hold on 1 second. I'll tell you. Paddle boys, the guys who like with the ping pong paddles and guiding the aircraft to the gate. This is runway 31, by the way.
Airfield 2204, makita runway Romeo 2, top
31. There, and you see this, so you see ATC and you see the roof of that building where there's an excavator on it. That used to be an old hotel, and they're going to tear it down, and that will be Terminal 5, building another terminal. So, yeah, as I was saying, paddle boys, very important rule. I enjoy watching. Hold on. C-130. Yeah, exactly, right? So everything should be automated. I mean, yeah. Wow, this guy is doing a really low, not really playing on the stick there, huh?
Contact 12135. After crossing Delta, Delta Golf 121.
So yeah, so even here we have aero bridges, but yeah, we still we have it, right? I mean, you see there, that's supposed to guide the aircraft, tell it when to stop, right? Well, it's not working. So we have guys with ping pong paddles guiding in the aircraft to the gate. And I just enjoy watching them. Slowly coaxing them closer, closer, easy, easy, and stop. Imagine doing that for a 777 Heavy. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, I've seen your streams where you could see the terminal. I remember that. Yeah. And you're right next to the runway. Like the end of the runway.
Approach runway 06 number 2 and 09.
There's the Oman Air -9 headed to runway 06.
Philippine 300 tower, good morning, hold short runway 06. Philippine, correction, airfield 2982, vacate the runway Romeo 2, taxi Romeo 2, left side.
Okay, I see Emirates transponder on and also pushing back the 777 Heavy. So we're going to have Emirates and Singapore Airlines. Catch them take off at runway 06. RPC, this one. Okay, nice.
Airfield 2982, turn left side,
yeah, as you can see in plain sight, we have some viewers here who know the aircraft even by its registration number. I'm not even there, but you know, we got some die-hard crew here, and I'm glad that they're here with me during my stream, feeding me some insights and interesting information about the aircraft we're looking at. Things I would never have noticed or known about. Let's see if we get to show the guys from Adelaide the OG livery of Cebu Pacific, Mango Peach, or Peach Mango. I prefer Mango Peach because mango is the national fruit of the Philippines. So I always started off with Mango Peach. Over there should be Emirates and Singapore Airlines. Can't see it, but they'll be coming from over there. Have you tried contacting the media team at Manila Airport to see if they would give you permission to show from there? I thought about it. I don't know. What do you got? Do you recommend it? Do you think I should ask them, like look for something? It's a good question. Maybe I should. I'll tell you why also. I think I'm holding back because not embarrassingly, but I only have 2,000 subscribers, right? I mean, you know, when you ask for something, they're going to say, what can you give in return, right? So if I had some clout saying, oh, I have 12,000 subscribers, subs, you know, and this would be a great PR for, for the airport authority, right? Then that would kind of tip the balance to my favor. I don't know, but maybe I could try it to it doesn't hurt trying, right? Maybe they'll agree and they'll find me a spot. That's a good point. I never heard contact even offer to have their logo on screen. Yes, that's so true. That's a good point there. I'll use that one. But before that, let me show you guys one of our pride and joy here in the Philippines. This is Philippine Airlines, what we call the Love Bus. Okay. Now, the Love Bus actually was an actual bus back in the 70s, 80s in Manila. It was a blue air-conditioned bus, and I guess at the time having an air-conditioned bus was a big thing, and they called it Love Bus. And it was incorporated by Philippine Airlines. Also in the 80s, the first Love Bus was the Airbus A300, guys, or A310, with the kiss mark. Very iconic, very iconic. And now, I guess 20 years later, or 15 years later, the A350 got the Love Bus livery, or the Love Bus kiss mark. Yeah, and normally it flies to JFK. I don't know where they're towing it. I think they're just going to tow it to the parking lot. There's a parking lot here next to Terminal 2. So.
474, we come runway 06
But yeah, Manila International Airport Authority. I should, what do you call them? The media team. Yeah. Yeah, Google it, Love Bus. You'll see some images of the A310 with the kiss mark. When did it return here? Why? Where was it? Admittedly, that's true, though. I haven't seen it for quite a while, but I thought it was because it was just either in JFK or somewhere else. There she is.
Cebu 474, pakita runway Romeo 2 taxi Romeo 3 Juliet, hold short of Papa.
Romeo 3 Juliet.
Let's head on over to ATC, Manila Tower Control. I can't hear, but is it a girl or is it a guy now? I think they switch every hour. Keeping the skies safe over at Metro Manila. Thanks for your service, men and women over there. I've got this private. What is this? Cessna Citation Latitude. Okay. We have some movement here over at the intersection. That's when where the two runways intersect, obviously, and we have a lot of movement going on here. Returned from New York on 20th of April, according to Flight Radar 24. Thanks for that. By the way, are you guys doing a paid subscription on Flight Radar? Mark Pompous, is it worth it? And if ever, which plan? And have you subscribed to any of these? Like Flight Radar or AirNav? Is there any benefits to subscribing? There we go. This one is the white belly livery, right? Is this? Let's check. Which one is this one? Is this one? Let's Fly Everyone livery? No, just the white belly. This is the one with the stickers. Right, right, Levi? Levi? Levy. Love Bus, probably going to get towed to the parking lot. Next to Terminal 2. Let's see. Gold. And pilot and AirNav. Right. Yeah. I think I want to get a steady revenue stream on this channel. I'll be able to get a subscription.
Romeo 2, taxi Romeo 3, left Charlie for Golf 4, number 1.
Okay, Romeo 2, Romeo 3, Charlie.
Yeah, but I figured, yeah.
For Golf 4, number 1.
If I get all that flight info, might as well subscribe. Get rid of the ads.
Philippine 525, maintain runway heading, climb 7,906, clear for takeoff.
And we have this guy taking off, Manila, KL.
281 tower, via Golf 3, correction, via Foxtrot 5, line of 3.
We'll pull in the stick.
474, 121. 2968, good for ramp 1. Where those birds, I don't know if it's near or far. Yeah, so that's runway 06. So if you can imagine, what happens is, like maybe next month, the winds change here at Manila, so that the aircraft need to use 24 other way around. So once we have runway 24
I'll be able to catch the planes on the glide slope up to final approach and touchdown here on the runway, right around this part over here. So I look forward to that. At least I'll have that view, as opposed to currently we have runway 06 and we have, you know, these buildings blocking the way. Lance Games, thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Don't forget to hit the like as well. Thanks for subscribing. It really helps the channel. And Love Bus is getting, as I suspected, it's getting towed to the parking lot next to Terminal 2. We now have a Manila Hong Kong flight rolling.
Philippine 300, runway flying 7,006. So 281 departure 124.
Maintenance in China. Oh. Okay. So we got a bit of a breeze now here. I can feel. Love the breeze. Yes, please post it. I had the bot on, but I think I turned it off because the people here have been, keeping it nice and tidy, keeping the chat, clean. That the bot was a little too aggressive, especially on the caps. Wherein apparently we do use a lot of caps, to identify aircraft, whether it's registration numbers or IATA codes, right? So yeah, try posting it on the chat. Please do. That will help. Or on the Discord. We have a Discord channel, right? And it's open. So feel free to join and post there. Up-to-date weather. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Shoot it over. By the way, have you guys seen the channel called Flight without the I? Man, I put both of you, the two of you, up there when it comes to branding and just being engaging.
Man Air 844, maintain runway heading, climb 7,006.
Let's watch this Dreamliner glide off the runway. Look at that. Nose up and la 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 la. I'm just gonna float my way off the runway. Yeah. Robbie Batista, hello. Thank you for joining. I just moved to the Hotel Friday. Which hotel is that? Are you at the Sheraton? For in plain sight, Sheraton's over here. I actually spent a birthday there. There it is. The wires blocking the view. There. See Sheraton. So you catch the top floors facing here, and you get a nice view of runway 1331, a bit of 06, but you see all the airport action going on. Okay, so we have this 330 Neo headed to runway 06, probably an international flight. Yes, going to Bangkok. Right behind it, we got the Emirates, and behind the Emirates, we got SQ. Everybody in line. There we go. All marching in order. And then we got the Manila Guangzhou flight, China Southern A320 pushing back. Yes, the Dreamliner's a -10. It's the big boy. There she is. The Love Bus, Sandra, you missed it. The Love Bus is already, can't see it. It's already towed to the parking lot. But if you rewind, you'll see it. There we go. Mark Pumpus, if you got a chance to post that link, if not here, then in Discord, or just, you know, send it via email. Really appreciate it. There we got takeoff with runway 31 behind this 330 Neo. Okay, cool. Wait. I might have missed it. Let me just scroll back up.
2551, Harbour 1 departure, climb 3000, runway 31, destination. Number 1, 3 down, so 50 down, 31, 0551.
Huh, for some reason I can't see the link here on OBS. Maybe I'll try here.
RPC 1719er, hold short of runway 13, traffic departing runway 3.
Huh, I hope it didn't get blocked. For some reason I can't see the link.
China Southern 3078 tower, turn right Charlie, hold short of runway 31. DC 1719er, cross runway 13, Foxtrot 1, right Delta.
Hyatt House. Hyatt House, that's different from the Grand Hyatt. Michael Jake, blessed Sunday morning to all from City of Smiles, Bacolod City. Thank you for joining. Okay, fantastic. Thanks for emailing. Yeah, City of Smiles. As we have the Singapore Airlines Streamliner -10 smiling back at you, Jake. Look at that. So exciting. We got a Dreamliner, we got an Emirates 777, and a Cebu Pack 330 Neo headed to runway 06. And then hopefully we'll be able to catch its takeoff. And we also have the United, also that's still there, and maybe an ANA and the Japan Airlines, maybe. It's out over the lake. Nice. Thank you for the well wishes, Jake. Appreciate it. Same to you. Bacolod is a province I've yet to visit. In one of the streams, we had a serious discussion about the foods at Bacolod. I think, what was it called again? One of your sweet delicacies, sweet desserts. Ah, man, I forgot the name. It's at the tip of my tongue. Anyways, I'm sure one of you guys will remind me. Dennis. Well, Sunday, everyone from Los Angeles. Ooh, what time is it over there? 5 in the afternoon. Thanks for joining. So yeah, let's acknowledge. We got people from Australia and a special guest, a fellow aircraft streamer from Adelaide, Australia. We have the guys from In Plain Sight. Thanks for joining. Check out their channel.
Continue landing roll, Romeo 1 left turn.
And then those joining from East Coast, Montreal, Toronto, New York, New Jersey.
Romeo 3 Juliet, hold short of Golf 3.
Good evening to you guys. 8 p.m. over there. For those joining from SoCal, California, Seattle, Washington, West Coast, Vancouver, good afternoon, or early good evening to you guys, or more, still good afternoons. It's probably 5 p.m. over there. Thanks for joining. Manila Flights giving you live airport action at Ninoy Aquino International Airport this Sunday morning here. It's 8 a.m. May 18th. We got clear skies in Manila, clear blue skies, some clouds. Ceiling's probably pretty high, some puffs over there. Let's head over east. Can we see the Rizal Mountains? No, still a bit of a haze. Not that clear, but clear enough. And we have a couple exciting aircraft that are headed to the runway. A 330 Neo, Cebu Pacific, Emirates 777, and a Singapore Airlines Dreamliner -10, all headed to runway 06. You also have runway 31 available to us. Maybe that will change to 13 and have aircraft take off towards our direction. Let's see what the wind gods have in store for us. Maybe we'll have runway 24 also available. Who knows? Yeah, no worries, man. I say, why not, share the love. I mean, over at LA, you got 3-4 different streamers there, right? You got LA Flights, you have Airliners Live, and I think there's another one. And the market's so big, that there's space for everyone. So I don't even stress about that. And I believe in free market, right? And it's the viewers are the winners here, and I'm a fellow viewer myself, so it's good that there are so many different live streams to watch from, and why not? At the end of the day, it pushes us to give value to the viewers, and that's what I want to do. Just give value to people watching the stream. Whether it's, for fellow Filipinos living outside and just want to see what's going on in the Philippines and, just feeling homesick and they miss the sights and sounds, maybe not the sounds, but what's going on in the Philippines. Why not? Here we go. Give them that. Okay, there's a bit of a lull. I don't know why. Okay, here we have a de Havilland DH8 Bombardier.
Cebu 929er behind the Philippine Dash 8 short final 069 behind. ATC 1719er via Passport 5 and 10 traffic control via Papa.
Head back to 06.
Romeo 3 left turn, hold short Gold 5. Copy 2, Romeo 3, left Charlie, Gold 5, aircraft. Boniner 01, 1244.
44 will be
Here we go. Cebu Pacific to Bangkok. There we go.
Emirates 337 behind the departing Cebu Airbus, line up running 0. The 4962 hold short of 151.
The Dashi, yeah, we got a bunch of those. By the way, Pump's Mark, just checking my email. For some reason, I don't see it. Actually, even the reply, I didn't quite get it yet. I don't know. Maybe it's in my junk mail. Yes. It was in my spam folder. There we go, the culprit.
RPC 1719 and Harpo 1 departure 3000
Yeah, okay. Got it. Okay, got it. Thanks, Mark Pompas. Appreciate it. Okay, here we go. What? Alfonso. Appreciate the love. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Really helping the channel here. Bringing me closer to getting that shotgun mic so you could hear next time this Emirates, the engine of this Emirates take off. Okay. Things are heating up here. You see there's a bit of a lag there. Let me just pause the recording.
For Red 1883 by Charlie, cross runway 31 hotel.
Yeah.
After 2014, line up and wait, runway 31.
And I see OBS,
Turning right side.
CPU percentages going above the 9%. I'll stop the recording. The laptop's heating up. Yeah, so I have to do either early morning streams here to avoid the heat, especially this time of the year. So that's why I do like 6 to 11 a.m. streams Manila time. Or alternatively, I would have to do a night stream starting at 6. Sunset's here at 6:30. So if I start at 6, that's kind of like the sweet spot for the temperature. I mean, ideally, I used to do streams from 2 p.m. Manila time during the cooler season. Like that was around Jan to March, April, and then March and April kicked in, that summertime here in the Philippines, and it destroyed me. Destroyed the laptop, destroyed the stream. Very, very laggy, very frustrating. So that's why I'm doing early morning streams. Works out, you know, for the viewers over in Australia. Enjoy dream here's. Here we go. Look at that. Nose up. And la 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 la. Up. A little tip of the wing there. A little crosswind. So by the way, surprisingly, we occasionally get some go-arounds. Okay, pulling. There we go. A little pull on the stick there. So apparently there's a crosswind here in the Philippines, or a wind shear that happens, and maybe you have an unexperienced FO. So on occasion we have go-arounds. And if it rains really hard, if you get the monsoon rains where visibility drops to close to zero, if not zero, then we would have a bunch of missed approaches. So yeah, and then we have the typhoon season. So this is my first year of streaming, so kind of excited to see, you know, how the pilots here deal with that kind of weather during the monsoon or typhoon season, right? Assuming I could handle it myself with the strong winds. But back to Alfonso. Alfonso, appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Dejour, how are you? Doing well, doing well. Asia lining up. Okay, we've got Air Asia lining up. We're at 3-1. Dejour, we have a special guest here. The guys from In Plain Sight channel, based in Adelaide. Keeping us company and gracing us with their presence. Check them out. 06. Okay, let's head over there. And it's exciting. So Dejour. I see here coding thing. Encoding overload. Why? Anyway, so Dejour, his wife, flew in on a domestic flight and gave us our first shine the light moment. Unfortunately, I didn't record it, so I'm having trouble. I downloaded from YouTube and had to change the format to to a different format so I could edit it. And there's a watermark. Let's take off. Air Asia. There we go. This one going to Tagbilaran. Is that the one? I suspect. But yeah, I still have to create a nice short or a video for Manila Flight's first shine the light moment from an aircraft landing on a domestic flight. Very nice. And thanks for that, Dejour. Thanks for that moment. Genesis Ronquillo, such a beautiful day in the Philippines. Yes, it is. It is a beautiful day considering, it's summer, it's really hot here. You know what? Let's check the humidity. It doesn't feel that bad. I hope it's going to be a dry day today. Let's check it out. Let me check. Dew point at 25. It's pretty high, but the current humidity is 74%. But if it gets hotter, then the air will get drier. It's forecasted to 34 degrees. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we saw the 777 Heavy of Emirates take off. We had the Singapore Airlines Dreamliner -10 take off. What do we have in store for us now? We got a domestic flight on final, just about to touch down. Let's see if I can catch, because I see Singapore Airlines made a left turn. Oh, there she is. Ooh, let me see if I can catch it. I see it. There it is. Look at that. There we go. Just made a left turn, headed east to Singapore. Focus. There we go. Just flying over Manila Bay now. And then it's going to fly over the glide slope. So if you were in that aircraft and you're on the left side and you're looking at the window looking down, you'd be seeing the Air Asia on its final approach, and also you'd see Manila Airport. Very nice. Okay, look at that. Just in time. Just in time for, what is this? Air Asia? Somebody taking off. It's the China Southern rolling. And I see United pushed back. So we'll get to see that 777 takeoff to San Francisco and really see a heavy takeoff. Normally flights to the U.S. are rather heavy. And this one, cheeky early rotate there. Empty flights, why not? Thank you very much. Headed to Guangzhou, China. China Southern, look at that. Climb 7,000, no problem. Global Airlines A380, everybody's talking about that, or I don't know. It's a new airline, right? Is it Irish? And then I already saw a review, and I just saw a thumbnail of a review of Global Airlines, and he wasn't too pleased about the service. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it, but thanks for pointing that out. Maybe I should. Global Airlines. So we have another 330 Neo Cebu Pacific headed to runway 06. We have an Air Asia that just touched down, landed. This one coming from Katiklan, Boracay. There we go. Bring home the vacation goers. Okay, hopefully this Air Asia will be parking at a gate right in front of us at Terminal 2, and I'll get to show the guys at In Plain Sight the paddle boys in action. So we have this Air Asia. Where is he going to be sent to? Sent to 06. Yeah, Deja, what are your thoughts on Global Airlines?
Cebu 110, turn right, Charlie, cross runway 315. Cebu 626, left, Delta, ramp 1235. Delta 121,
All right, we're 55 votes in for the poll. What's the first thing you do after takeoff? First place remains staring out the window and daydream at 45%. And then a tie for second. Pump in the headphones and zone out at 22%, together with check in the flight menu and snacks, also 22%. And on last place, only 11% say that you start watching a movie or series. Okay. We'll check in again at 75 votes. In the meantime, guys, if you've already voted, Don't forget to also hit that like button. We're at 42 likes. Our goal is to hit 100 likes for the stream. And with your help, hopefully we will. Really? Oh, man. Sorry about that. Yeah, Stream Elements is quite flaky. You know, it's not... It's not showing everything, all the subscriptions or tip. Nice smooth takeoff there. Domestic flight to Iloilo. Yeah, that's why I want to migrate to Streamlabs, but I still haven't figured out, you know, the overlays of Streamlabs and the alerts and the counters and everything. Just haven't had the time to do it. I did via tip line description. Really, that's so weird. Stream element subscription. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I just click on refresh on Stream Elements, it'll work. That's so weird. Maybe there's a bit of a lag. Well, at any rate, Mark Pumps, really appreciate your support, guys. Thanks very much for the tip. I really don't know how. It's not on Stream Elements. I can't even make it appear again. As we have that Philippine Airlines land, we have the Cebu Pack takeoff over here there. And we have an ANA, yeah, as I suspected, over at Terminal 3. That's a Dreamliner, probably a mini-me Dreamliner. YTT, good morning. Thanks for joining. Alfonso, it's China Southern. A380, 90 passengers paying over $2,000 each. That's Global Airlines, really? What are they getting for $2,000? Does that include a happy ending? I'm sorry. I mean, $2,000 bucks? I don't know. I have to check the aviation news. If PAL is buying a 330-900. And in the meantime, also, let me see if I can troubleshoot Stream Elements. Yeah. Wait, let me check. Stream Element should go to PayPal.
2772 left Charlie, hold short of Golf 8 Echo, ramp 1217. 217 Oscar Coffee Echo. Cebu 2902 right Papa, cross 310 short Golf 14. Right Papa, cross 310 Golf 14.
It did it through PayPal, so maybe skip Stream Elements? Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
The 2545 Tower, good morning, Pagili, Hotel.
Yes, sir.
Towards your shotgun mic, was that the message?
RPCD 8999 additional traffic will depart damage.
From Peter? So that's what I see on PayPal. All right. Oh man, really appreciate it. Oh wow, guys, too much. You spoil me. Peter, cheers, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll be able to return the favor. But thanks, guys. Shotgun Mike, yeah. And then I also have to figure out how to set that up. But yeah, definitely. And hopefully avoid the these background noises of the motorcycles and really hear those engines spool when they take off or when they land. But appreciate it, guys. Thanks very much. Thanks for the love. Yeah. Oh, cheers, man. Thanks. Maybe one day our paths will cross. Either you visit Manila or I'll be over there in Adelaide. Should definitely hit each other up. and I swear I think the bot heard us, and just in time throws in the link. I really have to look. I don't understand why. If you guys clicked on the link, it didn't appear. Yeah. As opposed to what? Super chats? I guess super chats do appear. So that those are the alerts that do appear. I don't know, man. Okay, so I really need to check it out. Okay. Back, as you can see here, aggressive takeoff, pulling back on the stick. Magete, going to be turning, making a left turn. The Air Asia takeoff, going to Osaka kicks. It's just automatic for me. Whenever I say Osaka, I have to say kicks. I don't know why. $100%, man. 100%. You got it. You got it. Ah, the stream elements link. Okay, okay. That could have been it. So you went through the description, right? That's probably it. Should I keep the, buy me coffee, or, which is the best way, to get the support through PayPal, through the Stream Elements link, through Super Chats? Everybody has a different opinion when I check the different channels. Anyway. Maybe it's best to give everyone many different options to choose from. I just let them choose. Okay, who have we got here? Philippine Airlines landing. Oh, and I hear I don't know if you hear it, but I heard the engine of this bad boy as he rolls down. Okay, so we have somehow ATC times it, to clear takeoff for runway 31 and allow and clear landing on 06. I find it very interesting. I don't know whether, they use the turbulence, the air turbulence, the wind turbulence on when they take off from runway 31 and allow them, to clear to land on 06. Got it. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I guess for the 30%, right? That's the price to pay for the convenience of doing super chat. Super chat is just so easy. It doesn't take you out of the page, so a lot of viewers prefer the super chat. Okay, and we have here now about to touch down Jen Santos, A321 Neo for the Kabayans who live down south in Mindanao, General Santos. I'm surprised it's an A321. Normally, I've seen a lot of 777s and 330s fly to Jen Santos. This is a domestic flight south of Manila, and whoa, this seems to be a pretty heavy flight. Taking up almost the entire runway. 3/4. Unusual for a domestic flight. Most of the time, people just bring carry-ons, not that much checked luggage. But maybe in this case, yeah. They brought in a lot of stuff from down south. Let's check this behemoth over here being towed. Also probably going to be brought to the parking lot next to the A350 earlier. And to the fellow Filipinos watching, welcome to Manila Flights. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Nice Sunday morning dito sa Pilipinas. Bring you live airport action at Ninoy Aquino International Airport, also known as Manila International Airport, this Sunday morning. It's 8:40 over here. We are at GMT +8. We got runways 06 and 31 available to us this morning. It seems, based on the wind, the weather forecast is going to remain that way unless the weather gods say, hey, Manila Flights, why don't you enjoy takeoff and landings from runway 24 for a change, and I'll change the wind direction for you. Maybe, you never know. Di okay yun, right? Catching the planes on the glide slope on final approach towards runway 24. Why not? But not today, not today. It's still summer and the winds are still easterlies. I think next month, that's when we're going to get the Habagat southwestern winds or monsoons, and then we got runway 24 available to us, and we'll make us an exciting stream. For those missing the Philippines, it's a nice summer day here. Chilled Sunday morning. Air humidity set 70%. Typical Philippine summer day. A little bit of a breeze. And Anonymous, thanks once again to you, another anonymous person, for the tip. Really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel. And since it's a clear skies, I'll try to catch takeoffs at runway 31 and see if I could catch the plane do a 180 turn heading south. I noticed that they're turning left during the turn as opposed to turning right, and they tend to fly above us. So let's see if we can catch another aircraft making that turn. In the meantime, we have this domestic flight. Sorry. From Dumaguete. There we go. Thanks, Peter Pomfus. Thanks for that. There we go. Thanks for the tip. Really appreciate it. really getting closer now to getting that shotgun mic. How do I do this? I know I can do this. How do I like this? Is there a way to like this? No. Okay. I'll just... There we go. Levy. Okay, sorry. I just saw your message. Let's see. Let me zoom in. There we go. 7778. Triple 300 ER. Normally flights to the U.S. or sometimes Bangkok. It's a full flight. But thank you, everyone. Thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. All going to saving up for new gear. We'll be able to upgrade. I think the next major upgrade would be that mic, that shotgun mic. And then later on, maybe a better mixer, another mic, so that I can have someone join me. I have a co-parent who's a pilot for Cebu Pacific, my son's school. So I haven't told him yet that, I'm an aviation enthusiast. I have this stream. Because I still haven't sorted out my gear, but once I do, maybe I'll have him on. He's actually from Spain, and he works here as a pilot for Cebu Pacific. So yeah, maybe have him join us one of these days. Then we can critique, or not critique, we can talk about the planes taking off and land. Maybe he could give some insights that we would have never thought of. And maybe catch a go-around and tell you and explain why there was a go-around. We have this ATR domestic flight. Peter, if you're going to visit the Philippines and go to one of the very special islands called El Nido, then you would have to catch this aircraft over here. Actually, even this airline, Air Swift, which was recently bought by Cebu Pacific. But yeah, El Nido over at Palawan Island, along the West Philippine Sea. Very nice beaches over there. I can only connect one mic. I got me this mixer called Maono Geo or something. Maono G1 Neo.
Cebu 634, wind 120 degrees 7 at runway 06 Clear to land, runway 06, boosting 4.
That's the one I got, right? And yeah, it gets the job done. What happened is I first bought my headset, the Audio Technica, and I got it with that, what do you call that, round big plug? And me thinking that, it has to be that plug so that I can get good quality as opposed to a USB plug. And then I didn't realize that. Then I had to get a mixer. And I didn't understand anything about mixers and anything audio. So thanks to Google, I found this one. This is my Maono G1 Neo for one mic, streaming, budget, within my budget. And yeah, it took a bit of tinkering. There was a bit of a learning curve on what to plug, where to plug, and adjusting the levels so that I don't, I wanted to hear ATC, right? But I didn't want to have an echo. Like, I don't know if you hear the echo now. No, here, echo, you see. There's an echo if I make it louder here on the sound. So I have to adjust that. Bring it lower, but now I cannot hear ATC. But anyway, what's important is that you guys can hear it. And here we go. Here's the United 777 Heavy for SFO. Okay. And I'm putting money, no, not putting money, but I bet that this guy will rotate really towards the end of the runway. See, let's observe. You see, you have these guys, the domestic flights, small craft, they rotate there, right? Actually, that's even rather a bit late. But for this flight to the U.S. on 777, where everybody's bringing their entire home except for the kitchen sink, I think it's going to rotate around like somewhere over here, right? I mean, I've seen the Philippine Airlines rotate all the way over here, and that's really cutting it close. The Roadcaster is a 4-port mixer, connects to laptop via USB, right? Yeah, so the same thing here, USB-C. Can also connect your phone to it and accept phone calls. Huh. That's cool. Kuyang Biyahero, Kuya. Thank you for subscribing. Huwag mong kalimutan pindutin ang notification bell para ma-notify ka next time I stream. Yeah, I don't have a regular schedule on my stream. I'm down to once a week, normally the weekends, normally Sunday mornings. As we have this China Airlines 737-8 from Kaohsiung. Normally it's from Kaohsiung, South Taiwan. Very nice. What was I saying? Notification bell. Yeah, my streams. I don't have a standard schedule that I could post on my description. So that's why I hit the notification bell. Join the Discord. Kung nasa Discord kayo, on my channel description, we have the Discord invitation link there. So click on that. And through Discord, every time I schedule a stream, it gets notified automatically on the Discord so that you guys know. Kuya, you're from San Pedro, Laguna. Nice. Air Dynasty arrived. Which one's Air Dynasty? Yan being China Airlines? I am very surprised that I don't have a domestic flight parking at Terminal 2 so I could show you guys the paddle boys. It really, I don't know, I just find it very amusing. Okay, let's catch this Air Asia takeoff. This one's going to Cebu. You see, rotate over there. That's a nice smooth takeoff there. Roadcaster. Okay, so Peter, I'm gonna have to check that out. Roadcaster. Let me just 4-port mixer. Okay, but okay. Then when we get to 4-port mixers, right? Then that's a big boy over there.
Cebu 505, good morning, 1157.
And if you check my channel, if you check my posts on YouTube, you'll see my setup, like the tripod and everything. It's very compact. And to put in a 4-port Roadcaster, I'm gonna start needing a table. Roadcaster. There you go. Roadcaster Pro. Is that the one? The Roadcaster Pro Podcast Production Studio? Are you there in Caltex gas station? Yes, I'm here in Caltex gas station. Good spot as the day is heating and it's only 9 a.m. Why? I plan to be here till 11. The laptop says heating up and I see a bit of lag here. There's also the Roadcaster Pro 2, but it's like 900 Aussie. Oh, okay. Yeah. loud. That did not come from an aircraft.
Cebu 110, line up and wait and wait.
Oh man. Initial lagging, waiting. United 190 have to take off in a while. Flight, yes, here it is. I think I'll start, if I'm gonna upgrade my mixer, it'll probably be just a Roadcaster Pro. But first, I'm gonna have to start with the shotgun mic. And I guess what would it be? Shotgun mic? Would that? Oh man, the shotgun mic. I have to figure out how to connect it, integrate it. Is it gonna go directly to my laptop or to the mixer? Oh shit, I haven't thought about that. Okay. Really? Okay. How come? Why? It will really improve the sound. Get a Roadcaster. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. And on the Roadcaster, that's I'll connect the shotgun mic to that one, and then add another mic in case I want somebody else to join me. One headset, then the shotgun mic when you get it. Gotcha. Okay. And then a third mic in case I want, you know, a guest. Right? Someone. Let's even bring someone to, you know, to chat with me here. Would be, should I get like one of those wireless mics that I see people, you know, just attach on their shirts? Or get them another headset? Or I saw people, I think in LA Flights, he was actually holding, you know, a mic, like a, you know, stick mic, I don't know what you call it. Ice cream mic. Okay, Roadcaster Pro. Okay. I'm gonna have to check the marketplaces here, because if I ordered an Amazon US, the tax will kill me. Anything above 200 bucks, 200 USD, it gets taxed here. Anything below that, you just, you know. Whoa, there we go. Anything below that, yeah, there's no duties and taxes. Okay, it was this guy that I heard. There we go. So I'll have to check the local marketplaces here, like Lazada or Shopee. See if we can get that. There we go. Okay, cool. Manila Davao flight. So this one's going to do a 180 turn. Let's see if we can catch it. Let's see if we'll fly above us, make a left turn. Okay, Roadcaster. And then, yeah, Streamlabs, and, you know, see if we could add those, you know, those counters, likes, tips, subscribers, you know, that kind of information. Yeah, pretty much what you guys are doing. Don't be surprised, Peter. Okay, I hope you take this, you know, as a compliment, that if you see my graphics kind of like similar to yours, then, you know where it came from. Probably because you're, you know, it's you and Flights. Both of you are my muses. Cool Red. Yes, Cool Red. I love that. I love that. I love Air Asia's, what do you call it? I don't know, code. ATC code. Cool Red on final, about to touch down from Bacolod, City of Smiles. got it. Audio Technia. I think that's the same one I got. I think BPHS1. Oh wow, back-to-back takeoffs there. Hold on. On 3-1. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, and made a right turn. Okay. You see them? Oh, wow. I've never seen that one before. Two back-to-back takeoffs on runway 31. ATC's feeling lucky today. I figured they could squeeze in those two aircraft takeoff before the landing of Cool Red on 06. Okay, now that we got a Cool Red, hopefully it's a domestic flight. They'll be parking at Terminal 2 and we'll get to show Peter the paddle boys, hopefully. That's a good shot of two planes. Thanks, Levy. Thank you. Jay Villegas, call sign. Call sign, yes. That's what it's called, call sign. Thanks, Maverick. Too close for missiles, switching to guns. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just like, I'm copy-pasting here some info, some tips. Very important tips. Roadcaster Pro, okay. Tipo Pinoy, yes, Tipo Pinoy, the noises. Actually, that wasn't even a motorcycle, it was a car. It's one of those cars where they, they play around with the muffler. Directing Davao via, what's that? Ipata. Is that a, what do you call it, a waypoint? Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. I got distracted. Here we go. Here we go. Paddle boys. Check it out, Peter. Look at that. There we go. This way. Step this way. Oh, come on. There we go. Slowly. Right this way. A bit more. Just a bit more. Just a bit more. Stop. There we go. Cut engines. Thank you for flying AirAsia. Right? And this is a terminal that has air bridges. What can we do? More fun in the Philippines, as we say. Traffic marshal. I prefer paddle boys. But yes, if you want to be official, traffic marshal indeed. Very important role. Very, very important role in safely maneuvering the aircraft into the correct position. The gate. And here we go. Loading this ATR for its flight back to El Nido. Oh, boys. Okay, what have we got? We got Manila Cotabato takeoff. Let's catch that. See, rotates here before the ATC. Aggressive pull back and then eased it, pushed it down a bit. There we go. Wiggling the wings a bit. Okay, yeah, thanks Peter. Thanks for the tips. Roadcaster. I'll probably go with the Roadcaster Pro. As he said, just simply because of the price, right? that way, and then get that mic, the shotgun mic. Yeah, so many things I need to do. I need to get the membership up. Graphics, really work on my branding, the banners, right? Thumbnails, socials. Keep on posting on Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, but the memberships, I really need to sort that out already. Create that will help me save up for the gear. Ooh, I got a nice landing here of this A330 Philippine Airlines from Dubai. Deja, you got it. You got the emoticons right. You nailed it. Yeah, Ipata, Bukal, Akdap, NAIA, Conde, Lubang. Okay, those are the waypoints that takes them to Davao. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, the clouds form above the mountains of Rizal, right? And then when it comes to the open plains, the flat plains of Metro Manila, the clouds tend to disappear. The mountains, are natural barriers, right? That pushes the air up, and, makes clouds. But then, when the mountains disappear, then the clouds, the air expands, and the clouds disappear. Oh, here we go. Let's see if I was right with the rotate. Let's go. Oh, earlier than I thought. Well done. Let's go. Bon voyage, United 190 to SFO. Yes, heavy indeed. Heavy indeed. Okay. Unlucky for this 330, got cleared to cross runway 31. Didn't have to wait. And we have these trees. Yeah, we are. I wish somebody could cut, just the top part, just the tip, just the top part of that bush. And also this one, so we got, unobstructed view of the intersection. You haven't flew with AirAsia? You should. You should. The flight attendants are quite attractive. Very nice uniform. Pooh, hello. Thanks for joining. AJ's Aviation. Oh, okay. Second ACC here. Second account. Hey, AJ, how's it going? AJ, another fellow aviation enthusiast. He's got a channel, AJ's Aviation. Check it out. He comes here to the same location I do, and he takes videos and edits them. He's got great videos as well. Let's check it out. Cool red, yes. We're talking about the cool red uniform or the cool red call sign. AJ, we have here in plain sight joining us. Special guest. How about that? You should check his channel if you haven't already. If you consider yourself a serious aviation enthusiast. You should have these go-to channels already subscribed.
Way to number 2 with the approach to 02 traffic will depart wind 090 degrees 7.
AJ is one of the younger aviation enthusiasts I met, and well done for him. Maybe from being an aviation enthusiast, one day you'll become an aviator yourself. Who knows? Hey, we have Cebu Pacific from Rojas. Hey. Nice short landing for a domestic flight from Rojas. Yeah, you see fly by here. Okay, somebody nice. Oh, for approach. Really? Flew over you guys, and then so what's going to turn left over Cavite. Head out towards Manila Bay. We'll make the right turn vectored in to runway 06. It's the De Havilland, the Dash 8, the Dashi, as Peter likes to call it. I like the Bombardier. We're slowly building. We've been going over just over a year with constant live stream once a week. Oh, you guys are also once a week? I don't know. It seems like you guys stream more often. And is this like, just a hobby for you guys? Or eventually going to turn into, like Airliners Live, LA. I think this is pretty much their business, right? So that's their day job. Can you imagine doing it for a living? What you're passionate about? That's the best. And we have a flight to Osaka. Heavy flight. A late rotate there, but of course, makes sense for a flight to Japan. Everyone with their checked luggage. Oh, we got the ANA. Honda, as we say here in the Philippines, Honda go. And once again, ANA, for some reason, they don't turn on their transponders, or I don't know if it's the same aircraft that has a faulty transponder. Can't see it on flight radar. How about you, Peter? Can you see it maybe with the gold version? Just a hobby for us. I don't think I'd like to do it as a job. If I did it as a job, there would be too much pressure and I'd probably get bored of it. I don't want that. Makes sense. Fair enough. That's true. That is true. You would get pressured. Making sure that you're there on time, as opposed to doing it just for fun. Makes sense. Makes sense. The guys at Airliners Live, from Manchester, they're doing it 3 times a week. And it seems like they got a really serious setup. I think they already have 1 million subs. And through the subscription, I think they could turn it into a full-time job. But it's 3 of them, right? 3 or 4 of them. So yeah. Really helps also if you have somebody who's is creative and a good video editor and could just churn out content, quality content. Yeah. So this flight from CDO, also a long landing for a domestic flight. Yeah, that is also true. That is also true. That is also a factor. That is definitely a factor. It's a busy airport, Manchester, and there's a bunch of them also streaming. There's another guy that I came across, as I was during Holy Week, during the holidays last month. I forgot. I think his name is Simon something. Based in Manchester, also, just on the side of the runway, and he's got a behind-the-scenes video. And you see this guy set up his gear. Like, oh my gosh, he puts on his tripod. I think it's a small rig tripod. And he puts on this rack. And straight up, he already's got 3 cameras. He's got his main DSLR, and a bunch of other smaller DSLRs next to each other. One on the left, one on the right. I kid you not. And then he's got his behind-the-scenes camera filming him as he's setting up. It's crazy. I mean, it's fantastic. And he's been around, I think, for 10 years, according to his channel. I'll find the name so that you can look him up. You have a team of 6. That's great. It's nice to have, some buddies with you. Share the load. Brown trout. Yes. A loyal viewer, a returning viewer. Brown trout we got here, the guys from In Plain Sight, based in Adelaide. Check out their channel.
Tower Cebu 585, number 2, Sunshine 41. 585, Voltage 5 thank you for that. Please request Cebu 585. Cebu 382, taxi November, hold clear of close 14. After November, holding go 14, would be Cebu 51, departure 1 to 44. Until 44 today.
I think this is the Let's Fly Everyone livery. Just landed. Yes, it is, but it's on the left side of the plane, so we can't see it. And we just had a takeoff at runway 31. We have a Philippine Airlines pushed back here at Terminal 2. Melbourne Flyer, as they stream weekly also. Really, Melbourne Flyer? Okay, I'll check them out. And there's also, Sid Squad. I mean, those guys, whew, man, oh man, getting hookups with helicopters, streaming from, okay, yeah, does he stream from helicopters? If not stream, then, he creates content, video content from a helicopter, flying, just hovering above Sydney Airport. And Sydney Airport's just busy as hell. Yeah, thanks, Brown. Appreciate it. Yeah, I do what I can. Just a little hot here. It's heating up the equipment, and once in a while you get the occasional lag. I can see the CPU percentage increasing. My frames per second is dropping. I don't know if it could stay here till 11. But there you go. There's a Let's Fly Everyone. I love that pun. One is a typical Filipino name. Let's Fly Everyone. Right, and Only Planes. Yeah, I also subscribe to those. Top 2 aviation streamers in Australia. Their tech is next level. Really? Yeah. Only Planes, are they in Sydney as well? They're the guys. I'll tell you who's in Brisbane or Gold Coast. The 4 Aviator guys or something. They've got a very nice setup. At the end of the runway, some grassy field, and they're just chilling there, streaming. Only planes are in Brisbane, really? But Brisbane doesn't have the traffic in Brisbane is more frequent than Adelaide. I would think Adelaide is has more traffic. Okay, we got this ATR 72-600 landing from Busuanga, Coron, another popular destination. For the viewers who are not Filipinos and are wondering where to visit, then I can tell you this would be one of the places. It's called Busuanga, Coron Island in the Palawan Island, West Philippine Sea, and this is the flight here that you'd be catching on this ATR 72. Yeah, that's right. Those guys. There's more international connections, right? But you're saying only Planes Network. They've got a very nice setup. Yes, Leisure, sure. Okay, I see we have a bit of a traffic jam over at Terminal 3. We got a lot of domestic flights that just arrived and waiting patiently for their turn. There we go. For their turn to get to their gates, respective gates. Although some of these guys don't even have air bridges, so I don't know what they're waiting for. They should, they have open parking. Anyway, we have a Manila-Cebu flight lined up on runway 31, somewhere hiding behind these bushes. I think it's this guy. No, that's a 330. Somewhere. Oh, or is it this one? No, those guys are. There we go. Yeah, I was hiding behind the bushes. That needs to be trimmed, if you ask me.
Wind 102 degrees 8 knots, 706 triple line. 2585, North 1 to 3000, 31 for takeoff.
500 times? Okay, if you say 500 times, that must be better. 5 times, okay. And not even 5 times, 500 times. Oof. I'm so close to just hiring, outsourcing, going to Fiverr, outsourcing. Hold on, let's check out Raccoon Eyes, A330, A321 Neo, Cathay Pacific, former Dragonair. We're in the cool shades. Yeah, that's correct, Kuya. Eventually, the props, the ADRs and Dash 8s will be transferred to Clark instead. In Brisbane, there's no curfew like in Sydney? Okay. Anyways, I'll check them out tonight. Hold on. I think I'm sure I'm already.
Left Romeo 2, Romeo 3, Taxi Juliet, hold to the Papa. Papa 907, expediter for Romeo 1, carry, hold to the Papa. Taxi Boulevard.
Yeah, oh my gosh. So. Oh, by the way, what are your thoughts on the YOLO box? Okay, so when you say tonight, it's probably until 11. Okay. Yeah, I am subscribed to those guys. Oh, here we go. Look at those. I know. Yeah, the heat is catching up. The heat is catching up, putting a little stress on my hardware, unfortunately. If you go to ultra extreme, very pricey and have some internet issues. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I figured I'm not there yet. You know, I have the laptop. That's fine, and it is indeed very pricey. And it's good, right, if you have like multiple cameras. I'm not there yet. I mean, I have multiple. I have my, I guess, laptop and my handy cam. Gets the job done. 3380 Super the Hangar, that is correct, and an ANA, you got that right. Oh my god, the lag. Okay guys, if the lag continues, I might have to call it in 30 minutes at 10 o'clock. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to stream longer, it'll just be frustrating for both of us. 12 degrees over there, nice. A little nippy or fresh. 12 degrees is just right. Although you're headed towards winter season there, but 12 degrees. Ooh, do you hear that? Do you guys hear that? Oh, ANA. Mini-Me. It's a Mini-Me Dreamliner. Watch it just slowly glide. Look at that. The nose is up for like seconds before the rear takeoff. It's a smooth operator right over there. Smooth operator. There we go. Oh, yeah. Finally, ANA decides to turn on the transponder. Rolling. Runway heading, climb 8,000. Is that what ATC said? And when we have the Silver Bullet Jetstar from SG this time. I might catch the Jetstar for trip to Osaka sometime this year. Visit Universal Japan. Okay. Let's head back to the intersection. Dennis watching here at the German Club in Makati, enjoying the German fare along with my friend Tom from Edinburgh, Scotland, enjoying his day. Dennis, you're a very gracious host. But I ask, why are you bringing a Scotsman to eat European food? He's already European. Bring him to Kuya Jay's. Bring him to some, Filipino delicacies. Din Tai Fung. What else? What are what's the name of the nice Filipino restaurants? Give him balut. Tell him if he's a real, if he's a real Braveheart, give him the balut. And then take him to Poblacion to try the street food. Yeah. Well, it's a Sunday, chilled Sunday morning here at NAIA at the moment. Manam, yon. You got it. Tama ka dyan, Vico boy. Manam. And had the ube shake and the halo-halo for dessert. Okay, na ano tuloy ako, nagutom. Huwag gumanam ako mamaya. You see, in plain sight, Peter, we got you sorted. When it comes to food, trust the Filipinos. A lot of foodies here. Yeah, my brother-in-law is actually an Aussie. He's a Pinoy Aussie. He moved there back in '91, but he lives here now. Works for Telstra, but based here. And yeah, every time when we travel, he's our go-to food guy. German club, nice. Where is it in Makati? German club. I didn't know there was a German club. I know there was like the Swiss. There's the Swiss restaurant, where you can get like proper sausages, cheese. It was a deli, Swiss something. Yeah, parallel to Ayala Avenue. Forgot. The expert from Munich. Okay. They have it here. Yeah. The Germans. Name that movie. What are you afraid of? The Germans. If you can name that movie, then I know how old you are. All right, we're 76 votes in on the poll on what is the first thing you do after takeoff, guys. And at 41% still remains, 45%, I'm sorry, remains stare out the window and daydream, or probably look out for landmarks. Second place, the tie is broken. So for second place, we have pop in the headphones at 28% and zone out. Yeah, just drown out that engine noise if possible, especially if you have noise-canceling headphones. Third place, check in the in-flight menu and snack. If you didn't get a bite to eat at the airport, then you want to see what can you get on the aircraft. Why not? And then last place, 9%, start watching a movie or series. Yep. Ciao, Chilla Chuck. Thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you get notified next time I stream. And smash that like button. It will really help the channel. Ooh, we have this guy landing. Who is this guy? Cebu Pack from Panglao, Bohol, another popular destination. Peter, if you've heard of the tarsier, the world's smallest monkey, then you can find it there. This is the flight that you'll be taking to Panglao, Bohol, and also the famous Chocolate Hills, which is it a UN heritage something site? I'll leave it to the viewers to correct me if I'm wrong. We also have a Discord channel, guys, so feel free to join the Discord to continue the conversation after the stream is over. You can post your aviation pics or any aviation memorabilia as well. If you want to promote yourself, there's a channel there for self-promotion. And if there are any funny memes you want to share, go right ahead. So the link is on the channel description. What is the Discord link? You know what? Okay, let me just post one here. So I'm new to this, right? So please bear with me. Ooh, but wait. Ooh. There we go. Nice. Take off there. So Rufino and Legazpi Village. I see. Right. Okay. 1 second as I Here we go. I don't know. Nope.
Cebu 620 on Delta, hold share of Gulf 15.
There. Okay. Discord link. Yeah, you guys seeing it? Oh gosh. The lag is killing me. There's Air Asia. From Tacloban, Leyte. Is runway? No. Okay. We just have a private rolling down 13, but it's not really taking off, is it? I guess that's all of the international airlines that we have. I mean, well, there's the Cathay, but that just recently landed, parked. But the ones that were here since this morning, 6:30 this morning, I guess they all took off. Oman, Singapore, Emirates, China Southern, ANA, Scoot. Everybody took off. So we only have a Cathay here that landed. Who else? Roy Mamakos. Happy Sunday to all the plane spotters, Manila. From SoCal, thank you for joining. And good evening over there, although probably the sun, it's still bright, even though it's 6 p.m. over there. Coffee break muna. Coffee break. Keep pooping pare, of course. Awesome, Peter. Thanks. Thanks for joining the Discord. And as they say, coffee muna. This is not a paid ad. This is my coffee 3 hours ago. And ubos na, as they say. So I'm going to switch to nature's best, water. Stay hydrated, guys. Especially when it's not humid, when the air is dry. You think it's not hot, but it actually is. You're just not sweating, but it is. Oh, another purchase that I'm looking into, Peter, is getting the remote. The zoom remote, because what happens is that I have one hand on the handle, panning, then I have the other hand here playing with the zoom. So with that remote, everything could be at one hand, right? And then I could have my coffee here as I'm zooming in, zooming out with one hand. So that actually is going to be my next purchase. My recent purchase is for the tablet. I got a tablet here, right, for flight radar. And so I just need to attach that onto the tripod. So in the meantime, what I'm doing is I'm doing this, right? So you can imagine I'm checking flight radar, and I have to zoom. It's not easy. Multitasking, yeah. Okay. I'm like doing this hand, phone, flight radars on this hand as I'm panning, holding the handle, and I'm gonna zoom in on ATC, see what they're up to. Maybe they're gonna shine the light. No. No, shine the light. Okay. And over here, on that. And if I'm going to have somebody here, a guest, hopefully have a guest pilot talking with me. I actually might need another person here to be my cameraman. Okay, when I reach that, that would be a milestone. That would be a milestone. Let's catch this Philippine Airlines take off to Cebu. Ooh. Go. Gear up. Hold on. There we go. And now we can see over there the Rizal Mountains. Sky is clearing up. I think the smog is clearing up, so we get to see the silhouette of the Rizal Mountains over there. Kuya, am I every day? No, I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm not doing an everyday stream. I wish I could do it more frequent, like maybe 3 times a week. Pero hindi kaya, you know, I still got a day job, right? Oh, we just missed this China Airlines from Taipei, 330. I really like the livery of China Airlines. Yeah, we'll circle back. It's going to come back, turn around, and come back to us in Terminal 1. But yeah, so I'm only at once a week. I don't know if I can grow this. If I can grow the subscription, I don't know, make it 5,000-10,000. I don't know, and you know, properly monetize, and maybe I could do it more frequently, right? Let's see. You know, and get some help, partner up with someone who's fellow aviation enthusiast who can put the same amount of time. Why not? And thank you, Anthony Zabala. Sunny, thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified when I'm going to stream, because as I was saying, I don't have a set schedule, so it's really, you know, 24 or 48 hours heads up notice. That's when I post that I'm going to stream. So if you're in Discord, the link is above on the chat. Join the Discord, and that way, every time I post that I'm going to stream, you guys get notified there as well. And also, don't forget to hit the like button. We're at 62 likes with a goal of 100. We're almost there. Do you think in 20 minutes we can get another 18 likes? I don't know. You guys tell me. 2 Air Dynasty arrived. Okay, China Airlines, their Air Dynasty. Gotcha. That's their call sign? Air Dynasty. China Airlines. How about Air China? What's their call sign? Comrade. Oh, wow. What's going on over here? What is going on over here? I thought elections is over. Look at this. From plane spotting to motorcycle spotting. People campaigning, or the winners of the election, of the local election. Who's this? There we go. Congressman, yep. Oh, look at this. More fun in the Philippines. Wave to the camera. That's going to cause some traffic. And this guy got fed up. And we're getting accident. Almost ran over that motorcycle. Okay. Levy, yeah, thanks for explaining. Yeah. Here, Air Dynasty, look at that. Just the nose. It's got like, I love the color scheme. Anybody shining the light? Nope. Won't see that here. Yeah, certainly not. Certainly not. The circus is in town when it comes to the elections here. Ah, yeah. We just had it recently, last Monday actually. It was half term. Pure gold livery. Welcome back. If not mistaken, this came from Boracay, from Katiklan. It's already back. Quick turnaround. From Katiklan, let me check. Yes. Sunny, you usually want international airports. Yeah, Helsinki. Helsinki is another one that I follow. Well, now you got Manila flights. You can do international and local. Plane spotting, live plane spotting. Yes, well, I'm glad. Check the logic. Hello, Paul. I had to check things out. Why not? How's the logic? Illegal to stand in the back of cars. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, more fun in the Philippines, man. I mean, you also can't stand in behind the cars here as well. It's just, you know, the enforcement. We've got fantastic laws in this country, fantastic laws, one of the best. But the enforcement, that's where we're lacking. Ooh, I hear an engine spool. There we go. Somewhere here. There it is. Do you guys hear it? Is it my mic?
Degrees 8 knots, gusting 15 knots, and rate 06 to the line.
Logic is good. That's good. It's very important that the logic is good. Okay, let's watch Pure Gold. Being directed to the gate. Let's see which gate and where's the paddle boy of said gate. Let's see if we can catch him. The ground marshal. Oh, can't see him. Cannot see him. Jay, I was in Manila a week ago, went spotting at Multinational Avenue for 7-8 hours. It was fun. Yes, Jay. I think Air Wanderer spots there. He's got a nice view, and it's a bit high because he's above the gate. He's above the barbed wire, right? But the thing is that his view is only from the beginning of the runway until a couple of meters, maybe 100 meters, and then gets blocked by a building when he pans right as the aircraft starts rolling down the runway. I think that's also from multinational. And then there's that view from Phoenix gas station, which is literally behind runway 06. So if I wanted to catch the action of taking off there, my problem again, once again, is that I am under the open sky and the sun will cook me. That's one. Number two, internet. And then number three, if I'm on ground level, I can't see because of the gate and the wire. So I need to at least, be on a second floor, second level, a bit higher. And if they'd let me be on the roof, I doubt though. Right. But let's see. But I got some interesting, I got some good ideas from Peter from In Plain Sight. Maybe I should reach out to the media department of the airport authority and see if they can hook me up with a nice location at the airport, right? In return for, I don't know, just putting their logo on the stream. Let's see if I could, find an address. I had a classmate whose father used to be a pilot, and then he used to work for CAP, Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, but he retired 2 years ago. So when I reached out to him, he told me, "Oh, sorry, bro, if I did this 2 years ago, it could have probably helped me out." But unfortunately, it's not there anymore. Okay, let's see what have we got next in line. Another flight from Busuanga, ATR 72 on final approach. Do you know the POV of yes planes? What do you mean, point of view of yes plane? Wait, which one's the yes planes? I have to check. Is that the one at on runway 24? He sees the beginning of runway 24. Hello, Tiger Lily. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Another returning viewer of ours. Yeah. Thanks for that, Levy. It is. I mean, really, I can't complain. We got a great view here, guys. But if possible, I want to give you guys a better view. Nakaingit kasi when I see the other views of the other plane spotters. But again, they're not streaming, so they don't have the limitations that I do. And that's why I keep reminding myself. But it doesn't hurt, to find something better, right? And all of us can benefit and enjoy. Especially if, I'm higher up where I can actually see the runway and the tarmac, right? And really see the touchdown, the wheels, and the smoke and everything touching down the runway. Yeah, that's the best. Or, seeing them without these wires and electric posts. So after this, I'm actually going to head over to Merville, check out one of the buildings there that's facing runway 24 and see what's up. See if I can get a location there. Kevin, thank you as well for subscribing. Oh, don't forget to hit that notification bell. But thanks for joining. We also have the Discord, so you get notified whenever I'm streaming. And you can join once again. But, just for everyone's sake, I stream, I think my unofficial schedule is Sunday mornings from 6 to 11 Manila time. That's GMT +8. I'm going to stream snipe, bro. What's stream snipe? I don't even know what that is. Too old. But sure. Cool Red flying here direct to Bulacan. Nice. Yes planes. I have to check yes planes, sabi ko boy.
Philippine 36, I'm ready. Philippine 426, Grand Mountain, final Philippine 7
Yeah, in plain sight over here. Fellow streamer based in Adelaide. Check out his channel. What was it? Yes planes. Let me check yes planes. Do I have yes planes? There's also Big Jet TV. They're huge in the UK. Okay, I have Melbourne Flyer. I already subscribed to those guys. 9:54. I said I'll call it a 10. Maybe I could. I don't know. Here we go. As I was just talking, my frames per second is dropping. Oh yeah, there's a Japan Airlines. It was hidden there all along. Yeah. Okay, so maybe let's wait for the Japan Airlines to take off, and then we'll call it a day. Yes. Jim Boy, good morning to you as well. Welcome to Manila Flights. Live airport action at Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Also known as Manila International Airport.
Wind 130 degrees, 9 knots, 0806, triple land.
Okay, that flight was headed to. It was a Manila Fukuoka flight. Fukuoka, Japan. And then we have a Kapikla Manila flight. Probably left 2 hours ago and is now headed back. Japan Airlines pushing back, another mini-me Dreamliner. And once that takes off, after the 777 Heavy Manila Bangkok flight, Philippine Airlines, we'll call it a day, huh, guys? Wilson, good morning to you as well. Thanks for joining. Soriano 228 to arrive. Who is Soriano 228 to arrive? Yeah, okay. No other international flights, right? You know, with a nice, some exciting livery. Where's the paddle boy for this guy? La, can't see it. 2562, And then we have a 777 also to Hong Kong. Appearing on Flight Radar Terminal 1. Yeah, we have a Guangzhou Dreamliner already in the West Philippine Sea. And I see we have a Korean Airlines also on its way. John Sorensen, thank you for subscribing as well. Tara, kape muna. If anyone wants to buy coffee, you know You know how to hook me up with coffee. Or help support to upgrade my gear with a new what's it called? Roadmaster. Roadmaster Pro mixer and a shotgun mic. Then you won't have to hear these motorcycles. Or politicians campaigning to be a congressman when they pass by, when they drive by. What you'll hear is the sweet sound of a Trent spooling as it takes off. Whether it's a GE, Pratt & Whitney. Sino pa ba? Who else is it? There's a third engine. Rolls-Royce. There we go. Right on time. Team nagkakape. Nice. Kape na lang dir. Oh, it's a private. That's Soriano? This is Soriano? Gotcha. Jimboy, not only Korean A380, but Korean A380s.
562 traffic helicopter, post approach on runway 062. Right to left.
Double the fun. Yeah, I think after the JAL, we'll call it. Let's head back. Ooh, and the clouds. We're at North Manila, but above us, it's still clear. Dennis, send him our regards as well. The German club. Warm regards here from Manila International Airport.
562 wind 112 degrees 8 knots, runway 06 to line. 161 revised by Charlie taxi runway 31 after Romeo.
Maybe we'll drop by for Oktoberfest. And I see Japan Airlines, Honda move to 06. Emirates is in the middle hangar. Okay, so there are like 4 A380s here. Okay. Okay, let's catch this 330 Neo from Cebu. Cebu Pacific from Cebu.
0161 123.25 morning. 125
No go-arounds this morning. Clear skies, no wind. We'll wind at 6 knots, according to AirNav. Let's see if we can catch the BA380. Oh no, that's Korean. This one's Emirates. And over there, the BA. Doors closed. Certainly not here. Okay, please vacate the runway as Philippine Airlines 777 Heavy to Bangkok is lined up and cleared for takeoff on runway 06.
2562, vacate runway Barrow, Copenhagen, taxi Delta. Robin, 2562, reverse, Romeo 1 Charlie, hold Romeo. Captain 918, Tyler, Coast approach to runway 13, report gate.
Restaurant 13 and report gate 901.
Within 730, runway heading 7000.
Not a bad rotate there.
Runway heading 7000, for takeoff, runway 06, will be 70.
Oh, nice.
Early morning, go 617 on Delta, Roger number
617, confirm maybe. 617, 5 offset 5, happen wait, runway 31.
Offset 5, like number 3 time.
Captain 918, cancel crossing clearance, revise, the report to layer 1, departure.
October Sige. October pa. I'll pencil it in. What's happening there? What is that light? What's that warning light for? Is the gate's going to open? Okay, that's one 777 down. We have another one to go, and then the Japan Airlines. Oh, and I see the China Airlines also on the move. That was a quick turnaround. Going to Kaohsiung. On the Rolls Royce. Nice short landing. That's a 10, score 10 for the pilots. That'd be interesting if you get have a scoring mechanism here in the live stream and just rate the landings. And we got Japan Airlines Mini-Me Dreamliner lined up and cleared for takeoff. Runway heading climb 7000. Okay, so after the Philippine 777 Heavy to Hong Kong. Yeah, also sometimes they don't activate the reverse thruster. Oh, I don't know. Well, let's watch this. Sakto lang, nice short Dreamliner. Glide its way off the runway. Smooth as silk.
Captain 918, cross approach of runway 13 via Hilly Road to 4 North Bravo.
Gears up.
B61, Cebu 562-12135. 2812-1288.
That was this guy, right?
Departure 460 bar 2144. Captain 918, wind 112 degrees 10, Nancy on the ground, North Bravo.
Good morning, go
2318, hold set of runway 06.
Oh, sure, sir.
Lost him.
712, line of runway 06.
043, hold out of 06.
36043, hold set of runway 06.
Lost him.
Hold out of 06, booking 604. Captain 901.
After 918,
Jimboy, where's RPMZ? Where's that? Ah, there we go. Just missed it. That was a flight to Panglao, Bohol, making a big U-turn. Oh. And there's the Kaohsiung. Sorry, this wasn't focused. I was looking for something else. Yes, please do keep hooping. Please do. And everyone, share the channel to friends and family who just want to see what's going on at Manila International Airport or see what's going on happening in the Philippines. Kind of missing home. This is what we do as well. Just have it playing in the background, and you get to hear and see the sights and sounds of Manila Airport, or what's going on in the Philippines. What's the weather like, if you wanted to know, if you're curious. Let's see if we could still catch that 777 to Bangkok. It's already over Manila Bay. Should be over there. No, I can't see it anymore. And no contrails also. Okay, we got the 777 Heavy to Hong Kong, rolling down, and after this we're going to be calling it a morning, calling it a day. Elizabeth, hello there. Thanks for joining. You're catching the tail end of this stream live from Manila International Airport. Thanks for joining, but I suggest to hit the subscribe button so that you'll get notified next time I'll be streaming again here from Manila International Airport, Philippines. So pen it in, put it in your calendars. Next Sunday, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. depending on how hot it is. That's GMT plus 8, that's Manila time, local Manila time. Yeah, thanks. Hello from Gold Coast, Australia, and just hit subscribe. Thanks for that, Elizabeth. Thank you. And also we got the guys here from In Plain Sight, bringing you live streaming of over from Adelaide. So you can also check that out as well. Yeah, it was a great stream. And really, once again, thanks again to everyone for joining. Special thanks to In Plain Sight. For joining the channel, for dropping by, giving me some, tips and tricks of the trade, and giving me ideas on how, to help me grow the channel, right, and figuring out with my gear. We had some exciting aircraft, a bunch of Dreamliners, 8, all the variants, 8, 9, and 10. 777 heavies, and the assortment of domestic aircraft, right? Cebu Pacific, Cool Red Air Asia, and Philippine Airlines. No liveries today, no go-arounds. I guess that's good, right? But yeah, it was a great stream. I really enjoyed it. Thanks again for those who supported. Thank you. I really appreciate the support. And hopefully, I'll be able to upgrade the gear soon. And get you, better quality sound, so that you guys can really hear the engines. There, I posted the link for Discord. You guys chatting over there. I see that's great. I see conversations going on. You can continue in the Discord channel. Please keep it up. 1 second. Please continue there. I post also once in a while some news and stuff there. I really would like to continue the stream. The problem is at this time of the year too, it's getting really hot, and my laptop is getting a little laggy. It's heating up. I wish I could stay for another 45 minutes, but unfortunately I can't. But bear with me. Hopefully, come the Habagat season, what we call the southwesterly monsoons coming from Singapore, change in wind direction, we'll get, the temperature will be lower, and we'll have runway 24 available to us, and that would be exciting. I can't wait for that. And I think that will start around next month, and then I can maybe adjust my schedule to do an back to afternoon stream once again. Okay, that's it. This was a great stream. Thanks, Genesis. Ciao, Chila, Chuck. Really great to, thanks as well, Elizabeth. Sunny, Peter, everyone, Levy, Ron, and everyone who's been, returning viewers. Again, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Brian as well, not to mention. And that's it, guys. I'll see you in my next stream. Cheers, guys.